Hey guys, 9:30 late night chat with the womb therapist. We're talking chemicals and our environmental toxins.
Hi guys, it's me, RJ. What are you doing today?
Get out of here. Go upstairs.
Please.
And so hello to my replay viewers. Thank you for watching. If you are watching the replay, be sure to type in replay so that I know that you were here. I'm going to get started in just a moment. I'm going to see if I can invite a few folks to the live. And then we'll get started in just a moment. So if you have popped on, be sure to share this on your timeline so that we can get other people watching. All right, so I've invited a few people. So there's 3 of you on here. Hello, I don't know who you are, so if you will type in the comments hi so that I can know that you are here. So again, we're talking chemicals found in our everyday environment. Specifically, I'll be talking about laundry detergent, fabric softener, and dryer sheets. And I'll be showing you some examples of the chemicals and what it's a concern for. So, hello, Star. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Suzanne. Thanks for joining me. So, I am going to go ahead, hey, Royalty, and get started. I'm not sure, you know what, my iPad is upstairs. I'm not sure if you guys are typing and I don't see anything or what, because YouTube can be funny like that. Okay, so first I want to start out by telling you guys that there are tons of chemicals. Hey, Vanessa, welcome, welcome. There are tons of chemicals found in our everyday grooming products, just about in each room of the house that you can think of. So there's stuff in the kitchen that has a ton of chemicals. There's stuff in your bathroom underneath the sink. You know, your everyday stuff, your shampoo, your conditioner, your toothpaste, your mouthwash, your conditioner, all of that stuff has chemicals. And so, hey, Arvella, how are you? I was wondering if this was working because I haven't seen any comments thus far and the numbers keep flickering at the top. But anyway, so we can't avoid all of the chemicals, but where we can, we need to, we have to, okay? And if we live in the city, you're dealing with car smog, just a ton of things that are unavoidable. So that's why a lot of my clients just come once a month, get their V-steam, because part of the blend is detoxing the blood. And so although we can't avoid all of that stuff, we can detox the body on a regular basis. Hey, Suzanne, so you're here. It's working. So tonight we're specifically going to be talking about laundry detergent, fabric softener, and dryer sheets. So this information came to me probably about 4 years ago now. And I kind of was already aware then because I've always made, I'm a DIY queen. I've always made for a long time, hey, Delisa, my laundry detergent. My mom's always taught me to use something that was in the house for fabric softener. But she still used dryer sheets. Well, however, when RJ was born and he had all the stuff going on, we could not use any of that stuff. And as a matter of fact, I'll share with you what they told us to use, and I'll tell you what the chemical makeup of that was. So I've always pretty much made his stuff. If I get lazy, I'll buy Ecos. That brand is ECOS. It still has chemicals in it, just not as many as the traditional Tides and things of that nature. It's a little bit more milder, but it does still possess chemicals in it. So that's when I'm like, being lazy, ran low, don't have my stuff to make my other supplies, I'll go and use that as our backup. So the truth is, chemicals are everywhere. We can't avoid them, but avoid the ones that you can. Hey, Tueri. So toothpaste, like I said, toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, laundry detergent, fabric softener, dryer sheets, body wash, If y'all hanging out at Victoria's Secret and not Bed Bath and Beyond, what's the place called? Bath and Body Works, full of chemicals, okay? Full of chemicals. So body wash, their lotions, full of chemicals. Shampoo, conditioner, makeup. Ladies, when you got to wear this beat face every single day to work, like theater makeup, like you going to be on Broadway, that's affecting your endocrine system. Your endocrine system is actually being disrupted. Hey, Trisha. So perfume is another one. When I smell somebody before I see them, all I could think of is how disrupted their endocrine system is and how off of balance their hormones are by these parabens that are in the perfume, different things that are in the scent. So parabens are one of the things that you want to avoid. And so I'll tell you this, in a study that I was reading, parabens were found in 99% of breast cancer tissues that were sampled. 99%. And that's because parabens are in most antiperspirants. So there's a difference between deodorant and antiperspirant. Antiperspirant stops you from sweating, and it clogs up your pores in your underarm, which in turn starts to affect your lymph nodes in that area and starts to clog that area. We're supposed to sweat. That's our largest elimination organ. It's the way that we get toxins out of the body. We are supposed to sweat. So get comfortable with that. No, the sweat doesn't have to smell, but that depends on also what you put in your body. If you have really bad body odor or if your underarms smell really bad, that has to do with diet. So you need to cut back on meat or acid forming foods or dairy. Okay. So in that study that I read, 99%, that's almost all of them, y'all. What's 1%? When you're looking at that many samples, 99% of breast cancer tissues that were sampled had parabens in them. So let me share with you this. Fabric softener and dryer sheets are one of the leading endocrine disruptors on the market. Leading, okay? And it's because of all of they have a laundry list of chemicals in it, but parabens are also in that one, okay? And think about it, how I always talk about pads and how I always talk about the chemicals in pads, and they're sitting up against the thinnest tissue of your body, which is your vagina. And if you wear a tampon, it's even worse because it's inserted right there and sitting on the thinnest piece tissue in your vagina. It floods your bloodstream really bad and can make you bleed heavier. But think about your clothes constantly being on your body 24/7. Some people sleep in a bra, not good practice, especially if you have underwire on. You need to take that off. But we always have clothes on, pants, socks. In wintertime, we're trying to keep warm when it's cold and cold weather. We always have clothes on. So if your clothes have detergent in them, plus the chemicals from the fabric softener that you use in the wash, plus the chemicals from the dryer sheets, you got tons of chemicals in your clothes. When your clothes smell like Downy, when you walk past somebody and you can smell their fabric softener, toxic, endocrine system disrupted. It's just an automatic. It's just an automatic. So think about that. This thing is sitting on your largest elimination organ, which is your skin. That's why it's so important what you put on it, just as equally as important as what you put in your mouth. So if you're wearing Bath and Body Works all day, that's what you shower with, that's what you lotion with, that's what you spraying and spritzing it, you're filling your body up with toxins, and you are killing your endocrine system. You are disrupting your hormones. You're really committing self-abuse if you think about it. So that's why it's so important. That's why I only use shea butter and natural oils. And I will plug my friend Anissa, who owns Define Beauty Essentials. We whip our own stuff over here, but yes, I do buy certain things from her that I don't want to make. She makes an amazing restore for your face. You can be used from head to toe, really. Some people say it's too heavy for their face. It absorbs in after a while. It's made with an avocado butter base. But it's absolutely necessary for your skin. It helps to maintain the collagen, prevent you from getting wrinkles. This was on my face right now. And I don't look super shiny, but I was at first when I first put it on, but it will absorb in and you won't even see it. So definebeautyessentials.com. That's Anissa. If you want shea butter, facial moisturizers, natural deodorants, things like that, she carries that. So fabric softener is the #1 cause of indoor air pollution. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Fabric softener is the #1 cause of indoor air pollution. So whenever you smell that laundry smell, you know how like you walk by somebody's house and you're like, oh, somebody's doing laundry, smells so good. You're inhaling toxins. You are inhaling toxins. So Arvella says, I'm very toxic because I use Tide, Downy beads, Downy softener, and fabric sheets. Very, very toxic. Delisa says, I use wool dryer balls with essential oils and my clothes smell wonderful. Yes, Delisa. So I'll be telling them about that. And I'll also be sharing about the dryer ball class that I don't have a date for, but save the date and stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a dryer ball class. I'm hoping for it to be a free class if I'm able to get a free space, and you'll just have to bring your supplies. So listen to this. This is like a little bit disturbing. Not a little bit. It's a lot disturbing because so many things that we suffer from that are created in our body are caused by what I call modern day genocide. And that's all of these big companies out here that own everything. They own the fabric softeners. They own the dryer sheets. They own the oatmeal and the, you name it. They own everything. They own the soap and the Procter and Gamble and, Kellogg's and all these people. Okay. So fabric softener causes central nervous system disorders. Okay, CNS, central nervous system disorders. So your central nervous system is your brain and your spine. So that looks like ADD, Parkinson's disease, MS, which is multiple sclerosis, dementia, Alzheimer's, strokes, seizures, and SIDS. And I did some studying on SIDS, and I follow a doctor named Dr. Wallach, and he was the first person that explained SIDS, and it made sense. What he described was that because they say that sudden infant death syndrome is just like, they don't know what causes it. But the reality is chromium and I'm about to say it wrong. Chromium and vanadium. I'll have to get back to you on the second one. But chromium and vanadium is missing in baby's formula. When babies are not breastfed, that over-the-counter formula, it was missing those two minerals. And as a result of the babies not getting those minerals, they were dying faster because your brain needs those minerals to develop. So Delisa says, so should I stop using Downy Unstoppables? Absolutely. Absolutely. So phthalates are something that's in fabric softener and dryer sheets. So it's used to scent your products and have long-lasting scents. So like, I wash my clothes today, I dry them, and when I go to wear them, it still smell like Downy. Phthalates are in that, okay? Phthalates are a huge endocrine disruptor. It's used in scented products to help the scent last longer. It's linked back to breast cancer and reproductive system issues, okay? So it's easy to replace your fabric softener. That's one of the #1 things that's easy to replace. You can replace fabric softener with white vinegar. No, your clothes are not going to smell like vinegar when they come out of the wash because it's not that much vinegar to all of the water that fills up the machine. So that is a great way to soften your clothes, because that's the whole point of using fabric softener, is to soften your clothes. Lose the idea that they have to scent your clothes and have them smelling oh so wonderful, because those are all toxins and chemicals. So not only are you leaving it on your #1 largest organ of elimination, your skin, all day, but then you're inhaling that smell all day. So you're taking it in both ways. So white vinegar, you can put 30 essential oil drops in with that white vinegar if you want. That's optional. I prefer to save my essential oil drops for the dryer. And that's because I use dryer balls over in the dryer. Okay. And so I just use my essential oil drops over there because as my clothes are drying, those dryer balls are beating the scent of the essential oil. So I can make it whatever I want. I prefer lavender and vanilla. That's one of my favorite. You can use lemon. You can use orange. You can use lemongrass. You can use anything. You make it your own. Okay. So I prefer to save my essential oils for the dryer, but you can do both. You can put 30 essential oils in your white vinegar, and you can also put them in your dryer. So I'm gonna show you this really quick. I'm gonna turn my camera around, okay? So look at this. Where's my camera turnarounder thingy? All right, so this is from ewg.org. We are reviewing regular Tide. So Tide with bleach plus bleach alternative clean breeze. Okay, so the first thing that you see here is that it got the score of a D. All right, so from a scale from A to F, A being a really good product to use, F meaning it's jacked up across the board. This Tide Plus with bleach alternative clean breeze, which means it has scent in it, got a D. Okay, so look at this: asthma and respiratory, moderate concern. You see that? Skin, allergies, and irritation. See that bar? It got some concern. Next, you see developmental and reproductive toxicity, because this stuff is sitting in your underwear as your underwear are sitting up against your body. Okay. Ooh, come on, camera, focus. That one got some concern. Okay. Or did it? That one, yeah, that one got some concern. So cancer is also on there, right here. And that got some concern. And then for environment, it has nothing, but it says low concern. So you can go to ewg.org and look up what it is that you use and see how it fares on the chemical scale. So in addition to telling you how it fares, what it is, you know, what toxicities they have, it also tells you, it lists some of the product ingredients on most of them. And so you can see all of those things. So for example, the ethanolamine has moderate concern. It has respiratory effects, general systemic organ effects, some concern for chronic aquatic toxicity, nervous system effects, like I just shared with you that there is nervous system damage that can take place over a period of time, skin irritations, allergy, and damage. Look at that. An F for those causes. So I think somebody just asked in the comments, where can you get dryer balls from? You can buy them somewhere online, but I just make mine. And so that's why I'm going to be hosting a free class teaching you how to make your own so that you can make the switch to this. Anionic surfactants. What did they get? Benzyl sulfonic acid, sodium salt. That got a C. So the rest of this stuff here got a C. It's not good. What I want you guys to understand is that you can go and look up Johnson & Johnson's baby products, the stuff that we love to put on our babies. All of it has an F. Go look it up. ewg.org. And I'm not sure if I have no, I don't see the / on here. I'll try to put it in the comments, a link so that you can go over there and you can start typing anything you want in the search bar. But all of Johnson & Johnson's baby products fare on the scale an F for fail. Highly toxic, highly chemical. From the talcum powder to the smell good pink lotion that everybody, you know, you just got to have it. The wash for the babies, all of that stuff. Okay. So that was that. So let's get back to me. RJ, suffering with eczema really bad. The doctor, the pediatrician did not want to send me to an allergy specialist first. She wanted me to go to a dermatologist. And I said, okay, I'll go to your dermatologist. I've already changed everything that I'm doing that I know that's affecting his skin. But okay, I'll oblige. I'll do your thing. So I went. They told me to use, I was making our detergent at this point with Castile soap. So I either bought the bar soap and used washing soda with that and baking soda and a couple of other things. Or I would do the liquid version of that same thing. And that's what I washed his clothes with. That's what I washed all of our clothes with. So if one uses something and then somebody uses something else, it's all in the same washing machine. That stuff does not come out. Same thing with the dryer. If you're not drying his clothes with dryer sheets, but you're drying your clothes with dryer sheets, it's going to get in them regardless because it's in the drum of the dryer. So they go, make sure you're using all free and clear. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? What does that say? F for fail. So the dermatologist told me to use all free and clear. And look at what it fares, an F. So for asthma and respiratory, there are some concerns. Okay? For skin allergies and irritation, which he was experiencing, some concern. So that just would have made matters worse had I been using this. For developmental and reproductive toxicity, so you ladies who are trying to get pregnant and can't, developmental and reproductive toxicity. High concern. Let's see. Yeah. Tuari says, all free and clear, my go-to a few years back before I researched on ewg.org. Hi, Angie. So this is all. It's not the free and clear that we're, yeah, it is the free and clear that we're looking at, but it's the concentrated one. But regardless, it's an F for fail. Asthma, respiratory issues, skin allergies, high concern for developmental and reproductive toxicity. Developmental issues in children and reproductive toxicity in women. Come on, and men. Because if this stuff is sitting in your underwear and this is sitting against your skin all day, this is what's flooding your bloodstream. This is what's disrupting your endocrine system. Okay? Cancer. Environmental concerns, some concerns. So again, at the bottom, they list different things at the bottom. And the first thing they listed was a buffer. It got an F. It got an F. A stabilizer. F. Fabric brighteners. D. So, I don't know if I'm coming in clear or not. Let me know if everything is back to normal because I know it kept cutting up over here. But those are just some examples of detergents. That's not even the fabric softener. That's not even the dryer sheets. Do you see that? Do you understand? And then this is the thing. Go look at your towel. Go look at your whatever you have in your laundry closet. They don't even have to list the ingredients of what's in the detergent. They don't have to list it. They don't have to. It's the same thing with your perfumes. They don't have to tell you everything that's in your perfume. And so my thing is, I don't wear it. If you're going to wear perfume, spray it on your shirt, shake it out many minutes before you wear it. Okay. And then put it back on, put your shirt on, and then the scent is in your shirt and not necessarily in your, but even with that, that's almost like fabric softener. So you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to do too much. The other thing, while I have it right here, and I'm going to show you this really quick, but I know a lot of women who get yeast infections, right? And what do their doctors tell them to use? Does anybody know the answer to that? There's an ingredient that's a poison that doctors say, oh, you keep having chronic yeast infections? Oh, put this in your vagina. And I'm not waiting for Facebook's delay, so I'm turning the camera around. They tell you to use boric acid. Do you see fares on the chemical scale? A freaking F for fail. For fail. And then look at that. Look at the developmental and reproductive toxicity. I'll be John Brown. Does that thing say high concern? So you are jacking up your developmental and your reproductive system to try to use this poison to get rid of a chronic yeast infection when you need to get to the root of what the problem is. Health issues. Clear evidence of endocrine disruption in at least one animal study. Level of concern, high. Endocrine disruptors. I mean, like, is that not crazy? But I have people that almost on a weekly basis say, oh, I'm suffering with chronic yeast infections and my doctor told me to use boric acid, and I used the boric acid and it went away, but it came back. You're literally putting poison in your vagina, disrupting your endocrine system, creating reproductive toxicity for yourself, and we wonder why women are having trouble conceiving. It's bananas. It is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. So I will be having a dryer ball class coming up. I just have to look at dates for the space that I saw tonight. And it's a free space, so that way I can make it a free event. I don't have to charge for it. You would just need to bring your supplies, which when you register for the event, you'll know exactly what those supplies are. So stay tuned for that. I will try to get that information back to you as quickly as I can. Other alternatives to detoxing. So you have to go look at your shampoos. You have to go look at your conditioners. You have to look at you a product junkie, go look at your hair products. Let me tell y'all, I swore by this one product by Mazzani. It was what gave me the nicest curls. And I looked at that mug. Propylene glycol was like the second or third ingredient. I ain't buying no more because it's a terrible chemical. And so I'm putting that thing on my head, on my brain. You have to read. You have to be a label reader for everything, not just your food, but for everything. Chemicals are in everything. So the one way that I help people with detoxing is via the V-steam. So I'm going to put things in your steam, herbs in your steam that are going to detoxify your blood and get all those chemicals out of your system. Delisa says she started using cloth pads and soap and haven't had a yeast infection in 3 years. It makes a difference. There's chemicals in your traditional commercial pads and tampons. So V-steaming is a way to help with detoxing. I help many women get rid of yeast infections, all kinds of sinus allergies, because it's a full body detox. You're getting a detox in the form of herbs entering in through your vaginal tissues, getting into your bloodstream to help clear things out. That's why clients come month after month after month, because we live in this city where there's smog and we're not in nature enough to get the beautiful air, as if you lived in Costa Rica and you lived on the land and you walked on the land and you ate from the land. So we don't have that privilege when we live in cities. So we're getting environmental toxins hitting us from left and right, from everywhere. So we have to be mindful of all of this. The other way we can detox, if you don't live anywhere near Charlotte, is my detox program, the Love Your Womb Challenge. I have a group of about 17 women over in a private group getting it in. They're doing their thing. They have changed, radical change, because they're trying to heal. They're detoxing their bodies. They're learning about proper detox and how what we're doing in this 28 is just a jump start to a lifestyle change of living a life of detox, incorporating raw foods on a daily basis so that your body can be ready for healing, building that immune system up. Okay. So we got another detox program coming up for March. And so if that's something that you're interested in the comments, I want you to say, count me in. Okay. Count me in. And I'm going to ask you for your email address and I will get you the information that you need so you can sign